क्यों छोड़ना चाहूं ये दुनिया सपनों की।
Karan, you thinking about motorcycles again, na?
नहीं नहीं, आई एम थिंकिंग अबाउट अस यार. मेरा दिल तो पागल है.
So nice to finally spend some time together.
फाइनली यार, वरुण और साइरस कितना काम देते हैं. काम 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 काम.
Stop thinking of work. Let's order.
वाह, ये रेस्टोरेंट तो काफी कूल है यार. पावर ढाबा. वाओ.
काफी भूख भी लगी है. So let's order. Karan, what will you have? Karan.
मेरे लिए एक SRK400.
No. No. No, 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 no. I know that is a motorcycle's name. You thinking of motorcycles, no? You can't be thinking of motorcycles on this date, yeah.
बेबी, SRK का कॉल रिजेक्ट करना मुश्किल ही नहीं, नामुमकिन है.
Ever-expanding menu of motorcycles and scooters from Adishwar Auto comes a dish called the SRK400 from the kitchen of QJ Motor. And it is trying to whet the appetite of all of you looking for a fun, naked motorcycle for the streets.
.400cc, 2 cylinders and a really nice exhaust note. For me, the oral experience of a motorcycle is very important and the SRK400 nails it. There's a really nice throaty rumble below 6000 RPM and then when you open the throttle, get closer to that 10,000 RPM redline, it gets into a nice high-pitched note. It really gives you that big bike feel. And it's not all show and no-go either, because the ratio of 41 horses and 186 kgs means that it is fairly quick. Yes, peak power is all the way up at 9,000 RPM, but there's also enough torque above 3,500 RPM that you're not always hunting for the right gear.
But it's not all rosy because it's not the most refined twin out there. Vibes kick in past 4,000 RPM and there's a noticeable buzz through the handlebar and pegs between the 6 to 8,000 RPM mark. And because it doesn't rev very quickly, you never really get to hit the red line in anything except first or second gear unless you've got an open road all to yourself.
Still, not too bad. The ride is pretty comfortable too. Your regular city stuff is all good. Potholes, bumps, speed breakers, chill, relaxed. The handling is also pretty chill, but not in a good way. The bike, it tips in with ease just because of how tiny it is, but then you get absolutely no feedback. You can take corners fast, but it always feels like the bike doesn't want you to take those corners fast. The soft suspension, it makes itself very apparent, and these Maxxis tires, they just don't boost your confidence. It's when you come back to the city that the SRK400 starts feeling at home again. But by far, the primary thing stopping you from going fast are the brakes.
The front brake lever just feels wooden. It's way too stiff, and even though the ABS is well calibrated, you still need to start braking way earlier than you think. A mixed bag. That's what the SRK400 is. I like the way it looks, but there are way too many stickers and weird branding all over the place. The rider seat, it is comfy, and the seat height is low enough for shorter riders, but the pillion seat is tiny. The LCD screen is legible, but that's it. No range, no color display. The SRK400 has some things going for it, some things not so much.
The switchgear is well put together, but it is just basic for a motorcycle that costs rupees 3.5 lakhs. And that sort of sums it up for me. For rupees 50,000 less, you can get yourself a KTM 390 Duke that rides better, handles better, and stops better. Plus, you get nicer equipment overall. And of course, we all know how affordable a KTM is when you take it to the workshop. Still, if you are looking for a motorcycle that stands out from the crowd and sounds really good, sure, you can go for this. But I will remind you that the entire Adishwar Auto range has a long way to go when it comes to brand familiarity, sentiment and service. Plus, there is the question of value when you finally want to sell it off. And for all of those reasons, the SRK400 is a motorcycle that I would like to ride on an off day, but not one that I would like to own. Still, if this is something that tickles your fancy, take a test ride before you buy and अनन्या, मैं कहाँ हूँ?
कहाँ हो? तुम हमारी आखिरी डेट पर हो।
क्या?
कल होना हो, बट ये रिलेशनशिप तो हो ही नहीं पाएगा।
But baby, motorcycle.
मोटरसाइकिल तो मैं लेके जा रही हूँ, अब तुम आना पैदल।
Thank you for watching Powerdrift and अरे कोई घर छोड़ दो यार। Hello, brother, घर छोड़ दो यार प्लीज।
चलो रोलिंग।
अब हंसी आ रही है।